Hey everybody, it's Linda, and today's Monday, June 22nd, and I'm exhausted today. So why am I making a video? Well, I'm sharing my journey with you, and life sure does throw you curveballs, which I've been saying to a few people this week. All you can do is catch them or duck out of the way if you don't want to deal with it right now. But you know, through this quarantine, it's like if you look at the macro and the micro, what's going on inside of you, if you refuse to see an internal war going on inside of you, then how will you ever resolve what's going on inside of you? Reconciling with who you are and the true nature of your reality. And one of the perspectives I have is my second granddaughter was just born a couple weeks ago, and I've been communicating with her. And one thing that I just wanted to share with you guys, you probably already know with birds and babies and young children, if you're watching this channel, you already know this, but babies, newborn babies, they have such a strong connection. But guess what? They haven't figured out how to use their avatar body yet, their vessel. They're still learning how to like hold their heads up and everything, but they're still full-grown spirits. Their soul, their higher self, their body's up in space, like where their real body is, not this part of them that's plugged into this avatar and this game system, however you want to see it, simulation, game, lifetime. You still have this vehicle that your spirit drives in, but your spirit, when you're holding a baby, the spirit is, a full-grown spirit. So teaching the little ones how to stay connected is always a challenge. Anyhow, I'll be seeing a lot more of that over the next coming weeks and months and years, and it really is a gift. It comes to a point where you see your self that you've been working on is a full cup. And if you're a teacher or a healer, or you know what you're here to do, your mission in life, sometimes you know a little bit, and then you get to the next point and a whole new path opens up. Or maybe you realize you've been on the path, but sometimes you stray to one side or the other side. When you dip back down, you can't go higher and further. But guess what? There comes a point in time where that pillar of light becomes locked into place, and you are operating in the middle, sort of like oscillating back and forth, and you might bump up against the wall on one side or the other side, but you just don't go off course again because you're still navigating within that tube of light. You're still navigating, but the more you stay centered within it, it's like, I'm thinking of a video game where you're driving a motorcycle, and when you're on it, and it's like if you're going straight ahead, it's, you just take off, you have balance. But if you're wobbling to one side or the other, going around a turn, or you wobble a little bit, it slows you down. So staying balanced is essential. And by balanced, I mean, too, here's the thing. When you have an emotional reaction towards something, and let's say you're not locked into that tube in the middle, and let's just say you kind of vacillate over here, you're not balanced. You're over on one side. Maybe you have an emotional reaction to something and you forget your higher consciousness and your connection. You forget your multidimensionality because you're just working in the fake system that you see through this body system. And I'm not meaning fake. The game experience, the life experience that you're having down here in the, 3D matrix world, reality life that you're in. When you get sucked down and you're just in the game and you don't have a connection, and you've severed that light connection with your higher dimensional self, you're not allowing 5D frequencies to come in. But frequencies are here. It's already here. It's the hijacked part of the 5D reality that people don't realize. They think that's it. 5D is new earth. It's heaven. It's manifested on earth as a new world in a flash of light, and boom, we're in 5D. But that's the lie. That's the part that's been hijacked. And it's not just 5D. It's like bringing all these layers down into yourself because the energy is already here. So when you make that connection to the 5D and you open yourself up to that, you're literally living as your higher self. You're becoming your higher self. The 5D merges in you. So you in your field are manifesting the 5D earth, which we've been saying this forever. So most of you get that concept. But the thing that I think is missing in the teachings, at least the teachings that were hijacked, the component that was misleading for a false narrative about what 5D and above is. Think of your chakra systems connecting you to different dimensions. However, you have a 12-strand DNA. There are other chakra systems that aren't taught. So there's down in earth, there's the one, and then there's higher ones above you. So if your chakra system on 12 dimensions and 12, So if your chakra system is connecting to those 12 systems, how do you get to know what the difference is? Unless you're educating yourself in the intelligence of light to be able to know what your thoughts are, because your thoughts generate energy. So that is the light. So if you have energy waves coming through, is that a cell phone wave? Is that a 5G frequency band I'm picking up on? Is that a TV frequency, programmer frequency for the TV? Is that interference from a baby monitor? Is that high-pitched frequency telling me that my 7D self is here, or a guide from 7D is here? Is that what that frequency is in my left ear? You get to know, and you get to ask, and you get to respond and communicate and truly connect with these higher frequency dimensions. So when you're pulling in and you're working in those dimensions, you have the telepathic communication, you have the telekinetic ability to manifest in your field when you activate all of those higher frequency codes that are using mechanisms in the energetic spectrum of frequency, that the line grids and the formations are all around your plane and your field, because that is your field of creation. That is how your thoughts are manifesting things. And if you practice just, imagining an apple in here, you're practicing that. But you know what? That you might say, oh, apple, and I don't have an apple. So, it doesn't work. No, don't do that. Practice with telepathy first in nature. Practice with the birds, the squirrels, all of that. Listen, a couple videos ago, I put out a challenge and said, I think I did anyway. I know I put it on Facebook under Energy Lightworkers, but it was a challenge to make a video of yourself. And just like I'm talking right now, just go on a rant, film yourself. It doesn't have to be with the intention to put it up. If you've already done this, the challenge was to watch it the next day after you wake up, before you start your day, and self-correct and make course corrections of where you might need adjustments in your daily emotional reactions to things, or whatever slight adjustments you might need to make. And that's what the challenge was for the video. Now I'm going to give you the second part of that. So the challenge too is do it again. If you haven't done it, start with the first one. The first one is to see the next morning where you can make course corrections. Now the second one is after you do that and you got something out of that lesson, make another video of yourself. Talk again, knowing that you're going to be reviewing yourself. And then when you review it, watch yourself from a heart's perspective. Look for the good things that you're saying. Look for what you like about yourself and incorporate both of those lessons, because ultimately you are changing into what you see as yourself, as being how you're manifesting yourself. So just trust what is within your heart, for we all do play a part. I think there was one more rhythm. Trust what is within your heart. Da, 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 da. We play the part. I forget. It's one of the poems I wrote. I'm going to have to get back on and read another one of my poems, because my soul speaks to me that way. And I haven't done that in a while. And that's how I started my channel. But anyhow, just wanted to get on, give you a little quick dabble about what I'm going through today, because it has been very, very draining. I haven't checked the Schumann resonance. I'm going to go check on that in a little bit and just take care of a few more things here, because I got a lot of work ahead of me coming up. I know which direction my mission is heading, and I'm really looking forward to finding all the little gems along the way and learning more and sharing from my cup. We all have a cup. Let's fill it up. Maybe that's how I'll end it now. We all have a cup, so let's fill it up. Bye, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.